All right. Can you hear me okay?
Louder.
Mickey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Um, yeah, so this is part 3, and I'm okay to tape this?
Yes, I give you permission to tape it.
Okay. And to use it in a proceeding if permissible or whatever. Um, so we left off with Kim, you saying Kim going to the Bond family, and that we didn't reconnect until a little bit about my removal. Um, so you can talk a little bit more about what you said that Kim originally, her child she had out of wedlock, went to the Bond family. Were you there for any court proceedings?
Corrine told me that she was going to court, and the court took Kim away from her, and told her that to bring him to the bonds.
Okay. Were the Bonds related to Kim at all that you're aware of by blood or
Uh,
family
Not
relationship?
that I know of.
Okay, so they were not related at all.
No, they weren't. They weren't related.
Okay. Do you know who they might have known that might be related in some way?
I have no idea.
Did they ever know the Temples?
The bonds?
Yes.
I don't know.
Did they know Cubby?
I don't know.
Okay, did they ever work with Corrine?
Did the bonds ever work with Corrine?
Did any of the Bond family ever work at the same employment as Corrine or you?
No. Oh, Kevin. Their son, Kevin, worked at motor vehicle with us.
Okay, so you knew Kevin Bond.
Yeah.
Did he know your side of the family, possibly? Maybe Celia
No, no.
or Roland?
I didn't have much conversation with him. Corrine did.
Okay.
Corrine talked with him. I didn't.
Okay.
It was during work hours, so you had to work, you know what I'm saying? You didn't, so you couldn't talk much.
Okay, so Jason Vaughn, you said, took Kim.
Right.
Did you ever know what happened to him after that?
I have no idea.
Do you know if they raised him after that?
I have no idea.
Okay, um, so what court do you know took him? What county?
Well, it was Concord.
It was Concord?
Right.
So was Corrine living in Concord at the time?
Yes. Yeah, no, she was living in Hillsborough. She was still with Cubby, but she was filed for separation, and she was planning on getting her own place.
Okay, so it was Concord that took Kim while she was living in Hillsborough County,
Right.
but that's a different county.
Well, I don't know. All I know is she told me the court said that the bonds got him.
Okay, you ever see any paperwork?
I didn't see any paperwork, no.
Okay, was it a guardianship?
I didn't see any paperwork whatsoever.
Okay, did Corrine ever tell you if it was a guardianship or if it was just...
No.
Okay, so Merrimack County took her son with the Vaughns while she was living in Hillsborough County. Is that correct?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
No.
Okay.
I'm not sure which court it was. All I know, she said a court, so I figured, that because Hillsborough County didn't have any family court.
Okay, at that time.
Right.
What year was this about?
Oh, Christ. 69 or 70.
Okay, so he was born in the 60s?
I believe 69 or 70, I think he was born, actually. Maybe 69.
Okay, earlier than that, maybe?
What's that?
It had to have been earlier than that because you said he was with her. He was at least 2.
Or maybe it was 68. But it was either 68 or 69.
Okay, so were you with Corinne then, or were you dating Corinne
I was
then?
dating her.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't marry until about 10 years later, or
Uh, yeah. Right.
you didn't marry until what, 76?
Yeah, I think 70, 75, 76, 75.
Okay.
Let me go get my birth certificate. Or do you want to just keep going?
No, we have the paperwork. It's not necessary to
Uh,
to go in it. But you knew her back in the 60s actually when you
yeah,
first met her.
I met her in Antrim when I was working at paper mill. So it had
Okay.
to be 69 and 70 when I first met her.
Okay.
And then I lost track of her. She left Antrim and I didn't see her again. Then I found out that she was married to Cubby because I used to go and party with Cubby
Okay.
and other friends
All
where
right.
Cubby was living at the Hillsborough, we called it, we had a nickname for it, Hillsborough, Hillsborough Heartbreak Hotel.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just
It's true. It was nicknamed the Heartbreak
was it
Hotel.
a rooming house?
Yeah, rooming house, right?
Okay, I get it.
Apartment house.
Apartment house.
So we called it the Heartbreak Hotel. That's right. It was nicknamed.
Okay. So did you get along with Cubby?
Yeah, back then I did.
Okay.
Until he broke up with Corinne and he found out that I was going out with Corinne.
Okay.
Then he was furious.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you say that he was jealous?
Oh, big time.
So
Attacked me. Every time he saw me with Corinne, he attacked me.
So he was very jealous of after
Oh, big time.
Was she divorced at the time or pending the divorce?
Pending divorce. They were separated.
Okay.
Legally separated.
Okay.
So, you know.
Do you believe that he was stalking her as she claimed?
Yes, I believe so. Every time she couldn't do anything right, okay, he picked on her constantly.
Was he abusive to her? Did you ever witness any abuse by him on Corinne?
Um, he tried to attack her once and I stopped him. I told him, don't even try.
Okay.
Yeah, but right. He did try to attack her.
All right. Was he involved in any drugs?
Um, I can't say that. Legally, I can't say that.
Well, he's dead anyway, so you can't prosecute a dead person.
There was rumors that he was a drug dealer.
Okay.
I could say that. Legally, I could say that because I'm not making a statement. You
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
I don't want to construe it as slander.
Well, he's dead. He's deceased at this
Yeah,
point.
but his estate and Corey, I mentioned Corey, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
It's a
But
delicate.
I can say that it's rumored that he was a drug dealer.
Okay. And Corey wasn't raised by him either, right?
No.
Okay. And would you say that Cubby could have been behind taking Corey out of Florida at the time?
Yes, friends of his told me that he was behind it.
Okay.
Behind getting Corey back.
Okay. But he never raised Corey anyway, right?
No, he didn't. He didn't raise Corey. He went to his sister.
Okay, but he did stay in the family, so they had contact, Corey and his dad.
Right.
And then I came along. Do you think Cubby had anything? Well, I know you said that your mom had me removed, but do you think Cubby could have had some involvement in influencing that too?
And having you removed?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never thought of it that.
Okay. Did you ever meet the Marshalls?
Never.
You never met Walter Marshall?
Never met Walter Marshall.
What about Tony Marshall?
Never met Tony Marshall.
Any family that worked for Blue Cross and Blue Shield?
My cousin's father-in-law and mother-in-law worked for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay, what years were that?
Oh gosh. He the Dubukes worked for him all their life, I guess. I don't know,
Okay.
40 years.
Okay, their last name was Dubuque, but they were on your what side of the...
They worked for, I don't know how many years, maybe 20, 30 years they worked. Dubuque was a bigwig in Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay,
They both worked for him.
okay.
Yeah.
And they worked there all their life until retirement?
I'm pretty sure, yes. He had cancer. He got cancer. Bill, nice guy. Really nice.
Okay.
Really nice people.
All right, so we've talked about Kim, but we don't know what happened to him after he went to the Vaughns.
Have no idea whatsoever.
If they ever kept him or raised him or adopted him. But you
Right.
did say that she was forced to adopt him to the Vaughn
Yeah,
family.
she was forced into it.
Do you have any contact with the Vaughns off and on over the years?
No contact whatsoever.
Okay. And Corey, you've had off and on contacts because he's in the same town area as you, is that correct?
With Corey, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can clearly establish that he's my brother, half-brother.
Right.
Even if I haven't seen the paperwork.
Right. Yeah, he's your half brother. Yeah.
Okay, what about Adon and Sophia and the
Never
other
met 'em.
children? Okay, did your mom ever meet him or anybody in the family maybe?
My mother ever meet Corinne's?
Other children?
No. Not that I know of.
Okay. She ever tried to... did you ever have to pay any child support for me or any of the other children? Or
No. Oh, Corinne called me from Florida, or Corinne, and said, "There's someone here that wants to speak to you. She's a social worker." And then she said, the social worker claimed that I was responsible for paying for Corinne's other children, that I was the father. I
Okay.
said, I'm sorry, but that's not true. Okay, I haven't seen Corinne in 10 years. Okay? So how is that possible? You know,
did they ever give you the names of the children?
no, never.
So you had no idea about the other children she had, whether they were...
No, and then Corinne called me and said that she had contacted a lawyer and got the divorce, and that she wanted me to sign the papers for the divorce. So she gave me the name of the lawyer. I called up the lawyer. He said, you don't have to sign anything. She never paid me.
Okay.
I said, okay.
What's the name of the lawyer?
Oh,
Do you recall?
I don't remember his name.
Was he in Florida?
Yeah, he was in Florida.
But you don't recall the name of that lawyer
No, I don't
after all this
remember
time.
his name.
So your divorce was never actually finalized?
Was never finalized. But then I found out years later that it wasn't really a legitimate marriage.
Right. You have a marriage certificate, but it required a competent witness of age.
Yeah, and she was only 11 years old.
Okay, and that was signed by, I think it was Sharon Foote?
Yeah, Sharon Foote.
Yeah, I saw the document.
Yeah, and that's illegal.
Right.
So it's not really a marriage.
No.
So actually, Corinne conned me into it.
Well, you could say that you could have filed an annulment over the marriage.
Okay.
So at this point, probably could have filed an annulment instead of a separation. You had it. Did you have a legally filed separation? No.
Yes, I went to court and the judge gave me a legal separation.
Okay. You remember the documentation or the docket of that case?
No, I don't.
You could probably get a copy of it,
Yeah,
even if it's in archives.
right.
Um,
That's an idea. I should do that. And
We
then
should all do
that's
that.
all I need to get it annulled. I could go right to Wichita and have a judge annul it.
oh yeah, it's annullable.
You know what? It probably cost me a couple hundred. Right.
Right.
Wouldn't cost much.
They wouldn't even. They would. It wasn't even a valid marriage to begin with.
Yeah.
Questionably so. So all this time you thought you had just a separation, but you haven't. Do you even know what Corrine is at this point?
I have no idea where she is.
When's the last time you saw her?
Oh God. Early 80s.
Okay.
Maybe 80, late 82 or 83, maybe 83. That's it. She had custody of you, and she came to the house, and I gave her money to buy you clothes and,
Okay.
and shoes and clothes.
In 80, I thought in 83 I was at the Stevens or with the Marshalls.
What's that?
I thought in 1983 I was with the Marshalls.
It could have been late 83. It was probably late 83.
No, I was with the Marshalls in 82. And the adoption was finalized in July 1st of 1983.
Okay, so maybe
That's
it
what I was told.
81 when
All right.
Kareem still had you.
Okay.
I know she came to the house because I was supposed to get visitation. Okay. And then she'd bring you to the house.
Right.
So I gave her money to buy you clothes. So you were dressed in rags, which, usually that's the way she had you. Anyways, dressed in rags. That's okay.
So would you say that she took care of me adequately?
No way.
Neglectful?
Neglectful, yeah.
Did she ever give me any time or pay any attention?
Not much. No. Not
Okay.
much. Not much at all.
Okay.
In fact, you almost got run over one time because she was supposed to be watching you and you went out in the road. And I just barely got you out of the road in time. And then she left you alone for hours while she was over talking to her neighbor about mushrooms.
So she had a drug issue? Did she do drugs?
Yeah, she smoked a lot of pot.
Okay, so did she ever do any hard drugs that you're aware of?
No, not that I was aware of.
LSD. Well, you said LSD, mushrooms, maybe.
Well, she did with Cubby.
Okay.
Cubby was into, it was, yeah.
Do you know of any incidences that she had other than pot, like
Cubby
LSD?
was a drug dealer. I was there, I know. So, he was a drug dealer, okay? No matter what Corey says, Cubby was a drug dealer.
Okay.
Period.
All right. And, right, but Corrine, did she ever do LSD? Do you know of any incidences?
I have no idea. I never did any with her, so I don't know.
Okay. And where did Walter Heath work?
He worked at New England College.
Okay, so he worked at the college?
Yeah, he was maintenance.
Okay, so he probably ran the college drugs to the college kids, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, you could say that. There was a lot of drugs at New England College.
Okay. All right, so he worked with, what about Corrine's religious beliefs? Did she have any did she ever have a religion or belong to any religion that you're aware of? Or what about,
No, I have no idea.
what about Cubby?
I had no idea what religion she was, and I don't know what religion Cubby was. I had no idea.
Okay. Was he a member of any group or?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I really don't know that for a fact. They you know, I never,
She ever know anybody else that had it, that ran drugs or whatever?
she probably did, but I don't know.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm just saying, but you haven't had any contact with her for how long now?
40 years.
Okay. So you have no idea where she is, what she's doing.
Right.
All right. I'll consider this part 3.